So today we will start a new chapter that is called force vibration. Dividing force vibration. What is force vibration? First we discussed free vibration, singularity forces. Then we have discussed jam vibration. Now we will be discussing force vibration. What is force vibration actually? Right? It is basically a jam, it is basically a damped oscillation subjected to and periodic force. And periodic force, what is periodic force? F0 e to the power I into T. All right, now. A damped oscillating system subjected to an external periodic force F is equal to F0 into square I T. This function, there is I, imaginary function. We can think of either cos function or sin function. Right? If that is the case, we think this function as cos function or sin function. What is the force amplitude? What is the force amplitude? Maximum of sine or cos? Force amplitude, maximum force is equal to F0. Right? And what is the cyclic frequency? That is P. Omega is equal to P here. Right? Understand? So maximum force is equal to F0. It is time dependent, periodic, time dependent force, periodic force. Right? So this force is acting on the particle. Okay. Written. A damped oscillating system with an external periodic force. We shall write the differential equation as m into d square x by dt square for damped system. What is it? Is equal to minus a into x restoring force minus b into how much? Velocity dx dt plus this case plus f0 e to the power ipt. Then this the restoring force is against the motion and damping force is against the motion. What this force makes the motion? Understand? That's why it is positive. Damping force is against the motion, restoring force opposite side to the motion. Right? This force, external periodic force. That is making the movement, right? That's why it is constant. So this is the differential equation you got. And if you remember, what is A called? This is restoring force. What is B called? Damping coefficient. Right? And F0 is equal to the amplitude of the external force. Right? So we can write this equation like this: V square x dt square plus V by L plus A by M is equal to F0 by M. F0 by M e to the power I into Pt. Can I write like this? Divided and here is the term like this. All are positive now. अच्छा, V by M is equal to twice K, right? Just can help me. V square x by dt square plus V by M is equal to how much? Twice K. What is K called? K called damping constant. Plus A by M omega square, right? A by M is equal to this is omega square. Omega square and x would be there. Sorry. A by M into x, right? Is equal to F0 by M, we call it F e to the power I pt. Here F0 by M F another constant F, right? Amplitude divided by mass is equal to M. For a given force, it is constant. Right? For a given system, it is constant. Right? So this is the second order differential equation. Its solution has two parts. Things are clear. The solution has two parts. Second order differential equation solution has two parts. Solution has two parts. First part is particular integral and second part is your complementary function. First part is your particular integral and second part is complementary function. Right. Standard differential equation as a standard solution, right? Here for example. otherwise don't talk. Let me not tell you. Okay, what is first we solve particular integral. First we solve particular integral. Particular integral. What is particular integral? This equation we write. The last equation write down. Particular integral refers to this equation. Particular integral refers to this equation. Second order differential equation. Write down that. Yeah, now, this is the external periodic force. And what do we let's have it completed? Completed can be completed. So this assume a trial solution. Assume a trial solution of x. X is equal to, we can assume as x dash e to the power I pt. Solution would be this form, right? E to the power I pt, before that one constant a dash. Okay, if x is adverse, what will be dx dt? dx by dt will be I into p a dash e to the power I into pt. No problem. And what is d square x by dt square? d square x by dt square is equal to I into p whole square a dash e to the power I pt. Right up, exponential differentiation nothing is this, right? Nothing is there. I into p, it is by pt. Again I into p will come. I into p whole square, it is by I pt. Fine. Write down is completed can make. Completed. Put in the equation, differential equation, what will get? Let's see. Right? Put these two values in the differential equation, original differential equation, we will get. Achha, once again. What is the I square value? I square is equal to minus 1. Root over minus 1. Root over minus 1, that is minus 1, t square, e to the power a dash e to the power I pt. Right? So, d square by dx square, it will be minus p square a dash e to the power. First term. Help me for the second term. Second term would be how much? We can write as 2 I into kp a dash p to the power I pt. And last term would be as usual omega square a dash p to the power I pt is equal to f into e to the power I pt. Right now, we are replacing double derivative term, single derivative term. Right? Completed, tell me, eh? Have you completed? Take your time then. Hey, no problem up to this much. Okay then, eh? We can cancel out this term. This term, it is equal pt term. Everywhere there. Cancel it out. Then the equation will get minus t square plus 2I kp plus omega square into is equal to f. A dash is the amplitude of vibration. Okay, that is unknown. Now, known parameter you want to replace it. F is given to you, P is given to you, and what else? Omega is given to you, right? K is given to you, right? For a particular system you are studying, right? For that system, this parameter should be constant. Then, if that is the case, this unknown parameter A dash is equal to, can I write like this? F by root over, what am I writing? F by omega square minus p square plus 2I kp. That is your A. If this is the amplitude, nothing can be derived from it. Right? We want to make it simpler, compact form. Right? Now we assume b cos theta cos phi and b sin phi b cos theta is equal to real part, b sin theta is equal to the imaginary part. First. So what will be A dash? A dash will be F by P cos phi plus I into B sin phi. So this is equal to F by B into e to the power I into phi cos theta plus I sin theta is equal to কত e to the power I theta that division is so it will be f by a dash is equal to f by b to the power I into phi right? What is b? B another arbitrary constant right? We'll find out acha if I square and add it will be b square so b will be how much b will be can I write like this b will be root over given parameters omega square minus p square whole square plus 4 can I write like this p is equal to that much all the parameters are given and known parameters one thing acha if that is the case phi denotes this part is what angle part cos phi sin phi phi denotes some angle what is the angle you divide this part on the top sin by cos so tan phi will be how much it is phi denotes some angle right so this angle is tan phi is equal to this one so phi is equal to tan inverse that one right any doubt? You have any question? Complete it and tell me. Right. Now, then we can write as a dash is equal to a dash we can write like this a dash is equal to f by b is equal to how much? Root over square root of omega square minus p square whole square plus 4 k square p square e to the power minus I into phi. Correct? We replace meters, all the parameters are known to you now, given to you. of fine. Now if that is the case, what is x? X is equal to how much? X is equal to a dash. What you assume? A dash e to the power I into pt. So x is equal to a dash is equal to how much? A dash is equal to, you can write here f by root over omega square minus p square whole square plus 4 k square p square e to the power I into pt minus 5. Final expression. Final expression. What is 5? I is equal to tan inverse 2 kg by omega square minus p square. What is P? The P is how much? What is X? X is displacement. And X is displacement. Right? What is force? Force is given how much? Force is given to you as F0 e to the power IPT. And you can think of either this is sine function or cos function. So X, there is a phase lag of phi with respect to P. Isn't it? This is angle. As I have told you, inside sine or cos, that is an angle. So this angle is both, and this angle is left by phi. So there is a phase lag of phi or x with respect to force. So x is lagging a phase of phi with respect to applied periodic force. Is it clear? Now we discuss that is it. Now we can write as x is equal to, we can write as amplitude, say some amplitude, a variable parameter, f by f. Pt minus phi, where a is equal to amplitude. A is equal to how much? A is equal to f by root over omega square minus p square whole square plus 4 k square p square. You can think of amplitude to be like this. You remember A is that right? Things we have written completely. Right? Now, there is a mixture of real function and imaginary function. What to do? If you assume force is equal to F is equal to F0 plus PT, real force, sinusoidal force, harmonic force. If F is equal to F0 plus PT, you have to choose real part. If the initial force is cos PT, then cos related to real part, so you have to choose real part of the solution. Okay, and if you choose F is equal to F naught, you can visualize this force, but it is difficult. Basically, this is like this. If you assume the initial force sin PT, then it will be related to imaginary part. Imaginary part of the solution. Now things are real now. From imaginary world to real world. So, what is the solution for this case? Solution x is equal to, we can have x is equal to, if force is then solution would be how much? Solution would be a sin this is the solution. Once again, a to the power IPT, a to the power IPT minus phi, it is cos PT minus phi plus a plus I into a sin PT minus phi. So sin term, imaginary term, there. So if sin term we have used, choose the imaginary term. This is the solution. If you choose the force as cos PT, choose the real term. It does not matter, sin will be coinciding with sin. Maybe sin will be coinciding with cos. If cos is imaginary. So for this case, sin and sin they are matching. Now, the second part is complementary function. Second part of the solution is complementary function. Second part. I want the solution from you. What is the complementary function? D square x by dt square plus 2k dx by dt plus omega square x is equal to 0. Make right hand side 0. That is the second part of the solution. Second part of the equation. Solution has two parts. One is particular integral, they are calculated. Now second part is complementary function. Let right hand side 0, you will get the complementary function. Can I take the solution from you? Now write down. What is the solution? X is equal to, can I write like this? X is equal to some constant c e to the power minus kt into sin omega dash t. Phi symbol we have used. This equation we have used the symbol phi. Now we will be using delta because phi we have used. Right? Damped oscillation. This equation is damped oscillation. Solution is like this. What is omega dash? Omega dash is equal to, remember, is equal to omega square minus k square. You should be thorough at this moment. Omega dash is equal to omega square minus k square. So solution would be add these two. Solution will be part 1 plus part 2. So what would be x is equal to? X is equal to c e to the power minus kt sin omega dash t can be minus delta plus how much? It is fy root over omega square minus k square whole square plus 4k square p square into e to the power I into the solution. Particular integral solution is this one and complementary function solution is that one. Right? So this is your damped vibration, damped oscillation. And this part of the solution is what? Force vibration. So this part today we have solved, that is due to force vibration. So this is the final solution you can write as Gerard solution. Right? Gerard solution is 1 plus 2. Right? Is a parameter that increases constantly. Right? Time is increasing. So, in case of damped oscillation, amplitude keeps on decreasing. Damping factor is there. So, after few cycles, the damping vibration goes to 0. Very negligible. Things are clear. So, after some cycles, right? After 3 cycles, few oscillations, we are talking this factor. This factor, don't draw this one. This factor is something like this. Don't draw this. Things are decreasing. So this factor, after few cycles, it goes to almost zero. Very negative. After few cycles, damped oscillation tends to be very negative. Tends to after few cycles, damped oscillation will be negligible. As I have discussed many times, x decreases exponentially, right? So the contribution from the first term will be 0. Time is progressing continuously, right? So steady state solution should be the second term. It will be here always. If that is the case, steady state solution would be what? It will be always there, and x will be f by right. X could be, it is actually this solution. Steady state means it is always be there, right? Not done there. Every time you don't want to write this big chunk, you can make it simple. You can write as x is equal to five. Right? A is equal to that much. Acha, one solution tell me. These are complex forms, sometimes it may not resolve. We assume the force to be sine force. We always want to be 0, and it starts from 0 like this. Sine function is convenient to 0, like cos function. Both the same thing. Right? So if the force is, if the initial force is equal to F is equal to F0 sine PT. So your solution should be x is equal to A sine PT minus 5. Right? Okay, that's simple. So done, eh? So I want to show how many students. Shall I stop?